Ladies and gentlemen, Northwest Missouri State University proudly presents the Northwest Celebration. Good evening and welcome to Spring Show 1993, the 13th annual Northwest Celebration Spring Show. We invite you to sit back now and relax for the next 90 minutes while we feature Northwest Celebration, small ensembles, duets, and a solo. First, we would like to feature a young lady who is a sophomore voice major from Firth, Nebraska, and a young man who's a sophomore voice major from Greenfield, Iowa. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Corey Menarez and Mr. Chris Dragamiller.
Excuse me. Chris.
He's a sophomore.
What's a bad name for us? It's okay. His first time singing on a spring show. He's a little bit nervous. If we don't make this short, they're going to have to go to the bathroom. Maybe if we could give him a round of applause or something. Let's dance. You can do a little two-step. I'll go anywhere that you step to, 'cause I'm following you.
Don't know what I'm doing with them, but I know I'm following you.
Unlikely as it is to me.
On the floor with two left feet.
Let's boogie-woogie till our hearts skip a beat. But who's counting encore? Once again around the dance floor. Romance is in the picture too. Now I'm following you.
Take it away, Corey.
Oh, yeah? Unlikely as it is to me.
On the floor with two left feet.
Let's boogie-woogie till our hearts skip a beat. but who's counting encore? Once again around the dance floor, romance is in the picture too. Now I'm following you.
And now we feature Jeremy Kramer, Joe Lopez, Darren Parker, Dave Scheidler, and Mark Jackson. They call themselves the Jackson Five. Here they are in the still of the night.
Shoo-doop, shoo-be-doo, shoo-doop, shoo-be-doo, shoo-doop, shoo-be-doo, shoo-doop, shoo-be-whoa. In the still of the night, I held you tight. Oh, I love you so. Promise I'll never let you go in the still of the night. I remember that day when the stars were bright up above. I hope and I pray to keep your precious love. So before the light, hold me again with all of your might in the still of the night. In the still of the night. Shoo up, shoo up, shoo up, shoo up, shoo up, shoo up. Shoo up, shoo up, oh, shoo up, 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 shoo up. So before the light, hold me again with all of your might in the still of the night. In the still of the still of the night. Shoo-be-doo, whoa, shoo-be-doo, yeah. In the still of the night. Shoo-be-doo, yeah. Shoo-be-doo, whoa, shoo-be-doo, yeah. In the still of the night. Shoo-be-whoa, in the still of the night.
Written by Northwest alum Terry McFeeters to premiere this evening, here is Northwest Celebration, and we have a reason to celebrate.
We have a Stop picking on me. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. 6, 7, 8.
Got a little rhythm,
A rhythm.
a rhythm.
Fascinating rhythm, fascinating rhythm, fascinating.
Oh, how I long to be the man I used to be.
Fascinating rhythm,
Fascinating rhythm.
stop picking on. Fascinating rhythm, fascinating rhythm, got me on the nose. Fascinating rhythm, crazy rhythm, fascinating rhythm. I got rhythm, stop picking on me.
Now we would like to feature Celebration singing Forever in His Care. This number will be conducted by Miss Leanne Johnson, our graduate assistant. Leanne graduated from Northwest 3 years ago with honors. She's taught 2 years at North Nottoway, then came this year and was our graduate assistant in choral music. She has been a friend, a helper, a cohort. I couldn't have asked more from this outstanding musician and good friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Northwest Celebration and Miss Leanne Johnson.
There was a time when I would fret about the time that lies ahead, until the time my Savior said, "You are mine, never forget." Why should I worry if it shines or rains? I'm safe and warm under His wings. I'm in no hurry for an earthly thing. I'm forever in His Kissing goodbye to all my worldly woes. I'm forever in His hand. He roams the meadow with flowers bright. He sees a sparrow fall, and though He leads me through the darkest night, I'm sheltered in His wings. Why should I worry if it shines or rains? I'm forever in His Why should I worry if it shines or rains? I'm safe and warm under His wings. I'm in no hurry for an earthly thing.
Leanne Johnson. Each year we have to say goodbye to so many wonderful people that this is their last spring show, and it gives me always a pleasure to introduce those people to you. So if you would indulge me to allow me to introduce these people this evening. From Haywarden, Iowa, 1 year in celebration, Mrs. Andrea Schmid. Two years in Northwest celebration from Bellevue, Nebraska, Miss Chris Gilfillan. Two years from Villisca, Iowa, Miss Melissa Maxwell. Three years from Marshfield, Missouri, Stephanie Schaefer. Three years from Ankeny, Iowa, Mr. Dave Scheidler. Three years from Bellevue, Nebraska, Mr. Kevin Gullickson. Three years from Moravia, Iowa, Miss Denise Turner. Three years from Buckner, Missouri, Mr. Darren Parker. Four years from North Polk High School, Miss Leanne Johnson. Four years from Buckner, Missouri, Mr. Wade Baker. 4 years from Neosho, Missouri, Mr. Mark Pettit. And from Clarinda, Iowa, 5 years, Miss Lisa Lawrence. Would you give these wonderful people one more hand? I was locked out of the dressing room. I had no idea what was going to happen. You know, sometimes you have duets that get along, and then sometimes you have duets. Well, from Moravia, Iowa, here's Miss Denise Turner, and from Greenfield, Iowa, Mr. Chris Dragamiller, and this is their last duet.
For you. It's beautiful. You creep into my heart and make my heart burn. You sneak into my mind and make my head ache. There are things I long to tell you. You're much too blonde. You snore. Look, it's time to face the music. Bye-bye. Don't slam the door. And I don't want. I don't want. I don't want. No, I don't want. No, I don't want your flowers anymore. This is the last duet, last chance you're gonna get. No more harmony for you and me. This is the final song.
And when the music's through, this is the last duet I'll ever do with you. You're not the one that I want. Toodaloo, honey.
Don't go breaking my back. Don't call me, I'll call you.
Who'd wanna back together, reunited, should feel so good, they say. So I hope there's no hard feelings. Don't go away mad. Who cares?
Just go away.
'Cause enough is enough, is enough, is enough. Too much, too little, too late. Tonight with you I'm bored again. This is the last duet, last chance you're gonna get. No more harmony for you and me. This is the final song, and when the music's through, this is the last duet I'll ever do, I'll ever do, I'll never, 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 ever do with you.
And Chris Dragamiller. And now we feature for you the Chord Busters, and they are tenor, Mr. Chris Dragamiller, lead, Mr. Wade Baker, baritone, Mr. Mark Pettit, and bass, Mr. Brian Beloff. Here are the Chord Busters and Paddlin' Madeline Home.
If you could canoe a canoe, you might be paddling Madeline too. I love a girl named Madeline, I know she loves me too. For every night the moon is bright, she rides in my canoe. At midnight on the river, I heard her father call her call. But she don't care and I don't care if we get back at all. 'Cause when I'm paddling Madeline home, gee, when I'm paddling Madeline home, first I drift with the tide and pull for the shore. I hug her and kiss her and paddle some more. Then I keep paddling Madeline home until I find a spot where we're all alone. Oh, she never says no, so I kiss her and go paddling Madeline, sweet, sweet Madeline, paddling Madeline home. Yes, I am paddling Madeline all the way home, 'cause I'd give anything to get her alone. First I kiss her a while, and when I get through, I paddle for 1 mile and drift back for 2. Then I keep paddling Madeline all the way home until I find a spot where we're alone. Oh, if she'd only say, throw your paddles away. Paddling Madeline, sweet, sweet Madeline, paddling Madeline, way, way down upon the Swanee River. I'm paddling Madeline, paddling home.
Mark, Chris, Brian, and Wade. And sitting out here in the audience is their director, Dr. Patricia Bowers-Schultz. Dr. Schultz, would you please stand for applause? Where's Patty? And now, written for Northwest Celebration by alum Terry McFeeters, here's We're Singing a New Song. We would now like to ask the alums of Northwest Celebration to please come up onto the stage, if they will. If we'll have some house lights for just a minute so they can see them coming through the rows. As they're coming up onto the stage, I want also Juanita English to come up on the stage. If George, if you'll send your lovely wife up on stage. Don't know where Juanita is, but I want to make sure she's up there. While these people are all going up on stage, I hope you've all looked at your programs and noticed the back of the book. This family could not make it without all of these people that have done so much to help us. We would like to thank every one of them so much for their many, many things they've done to help us. We thank them so much. We would like to thank two people that helped make our dream come true trip to California possible this year. There are two wonderful bus drivers, and they're both here in the audience tonight. We would like to ask both of them to stand. Mr. B.H. Offord and Mr. Tim DeGase. Would you guys please both stand so we can thank you? Come on, guys, wherever you are. Tim, good. And I would like to thank a young man who has been here at Northwest for 3 years and a resident hall director, and this year he came up and said, Doc, could I help in some way? And boy, when you get someone with his leadership and his ability, I said yes immediately, and he's been such an assistant helping with choreography all year. I would like for you to meet Mr. Brian Tenslinger. Now, I turn the evening over to the president of Celebration, Mr. Mark Pettit.
For the past 2 years, there's been a special someone who's helped this group out marvelously. And On behalf of Celebration, we'd like to present her with a little something from all of us.
Sure. Juanita, this night is for you, and we would like to present this plaque to you as a friend, as a mother, as a designer, and seamstress for 10 years, with love and appreciation from Northwest Celebration.
There have been 182 in this Celebration family over 13 years. This song was written for us by a member of Northwest Celebration, Miss Terry McFeeters.
My friends here to stay put for just a second, and don't wander off. They don't know this is going to happen, and you don't know this is going to happen. My name is Marilyn Ray. I'm the vocal director at Maryville High School, and I am also the Northwest District Director for the Missouri Division of the American Choral Directors Association. We are a group representing across the nation and across the world the art of choral music. In the state of Missouri, every year the membership picks one member, one of our peers, one of our colleagues, for the Luther T. Spade Award. Dr. Spade was a longtime choral director at Central Methodist. His choirs were known for their excellence, their wonderful literature, and how he personally raised the art of choral music in Missouri. To be the recipient of the Luther T. Spade Award in Missouri is the highest honor that a musician can receive, especially a choral musician. So will you join me tonight, please, in recognizing and congratulating the 1992-93 winner, recipient, and honoree of the Luther T. Spade Award, my friend, my colleague, and my bestest buddy, Dr. Rick Weymuth.
Wow. A lot of memories up here on this stage, a lot of fun spring shows and neat people. And to Juanita, boy, we couldn't do without that woman. She is so wonderful. She does so much for us. I sure appreciate all she does. And now I would like to introduce a young man that is the only soloist selected this year by the panel of 8 judges to sing on Spring Show. He's a senior vocal music major from Neosho, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, from Miss Saigon, singing Why God, here is Mr. Mark Pettit.
Why does Saigon never sleep at night? Why does this girl smell of orange trees? How can I feel good when nothing's right? Why is she cool when there is no breeze? Vietnam, you don't give answers, do you, friend? Just questions that don't ever end. Why, God? Why today? I'm all through here, on my way. There's nothing left here that I'll miss. Why send me now, a night like this? Who is this girl in this rusty bed? Why am I back in a filthy room? Why is her voice ringing in my head? Why am I high on her cheap perfume? Vietnam. Hey, look, I mean you no offense, but why does nothing here make sense? Why, God, show your hand? Why can't one guy understand? I've been with girls who knew much more. I never felt confused before. Why me? What's your plan? I can't help her. No one can. I liked my memories as they were, but now I'll leave remembering her. When I went home before, no one talked of the war. All they knew from TV didn't have a thing to do with me. I went back and re-upped, sure Saigon is corrupt. It felt better to be here driving for the embassy. 'Cause here if you can pull a string, a guy like me lives like a king. Just as long as you don't believe anything. Why God? Why this pace? Why such beauty in this place? I liked my memories as they were, but now I'll be remembering her. Just her.
Mr. Mark Pettit. And now, singing Happy Together, here is Darren Parker, Mark Pettit, Dave Scheidler, and Brian Beloff, the Fab Four.
I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love, to hold you tight, so happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, I'd lose my mind. Imagine how this world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how we toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how we toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. Ba ba da ba ba, ba da ba ba, ba da ba ba. No matter how we toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. And how is the weather? Ba ba da ba ba, so happy together. So happy together. So happy together. And Darren.
And now, written by a junior vocal music major from Winfield, Kansas, Mr. Kip Matthew, here is Northwest Celebration and their tribute to Egypt.
When people walk in Egypt land, this is how they go.
All the old paintings on the tomb, they do the sad dance, don't you know?
If they move too quick,
Oh, hey, oh,
they're falling down like a domino.
falling down doesn't get no work done.
Walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. Step right up and sing an Egypt to her. Step real dancing fool. Just roll and dive. Step right up, folks. I went and bought myself a ticket and I sat down in the very first row. They pulled the curtain up and when they turned the spotlight way down low, little Egypt came out strutting, wearing nothing but a button and a bow, singing.
Let me tell you about Ahab, the Arab. She got a burning crown. With all her big old turban, her hats around his head, and the silver dog by his side.
Yeah, he's forgetting about that guy. What about the big dog, the top cheese, the head honcho? In front.
He was a young man. He never sleeps me. People get in line. I see the boy came.
Only Arizona moves the Babylonian king's hat.
Dancing by the Nile, disco dancing.
The ladies of the style.
What's that? The air crocodile.
King Tut. Tut, 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 tut. Only Arizona moves the Babylonian eagles. Only Arizona.
Got a town way to stone it.
King Tut.
Our arranger, Mr. Kip Matthew. Now featuring junior transfer student from Coffeyville Community College, Coffeyville, Kansas, as our soloist, here's Mr. Mark Jackson and Jericho.
Jericho, a small Canaanite city, miles from nowhere. To the east, quite a spectacle. Thousands of Israelites gather near the Jordan River with their new leader, Joshua. They've been here, there, everywhere. They've wandered in the desert for 40 years. Now the word of God has told them to go capture the city of Jericho. So Joshua sent in a couple of spies to check out the place.
The battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Talk about the battle
march through the river on solid ground.
They were walking through the water, but they didn't get wet. And the people crossed over, now the battle is set.
But a man stood before him with a sword drawn high. Are you for us or against us? Was Joshua's cry.
For and for against the commandments of the Lord. You will fight and you will win, and you will never destroy.
Then the Lord said to Joshua, you must follow what I say. March around the city for 6 straight days. With some priests blowing ram's horn trumpets. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it?
Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down.
You may talk about the battle of Gideon.
Talk about your old King Saul, but the
Not like good old Joshua, and the battle of Jericho,
Battle of Jericho.
the battle of Jericho.
Up at dawn every day for 6 in a row. To blow and march, to march and blow. Some people might think this pretty boring. Oh, not so. And this is the 7th day now. There's supposed to be some heavy action today. You've just got to see this to believe it. Guards in the front and in the rear. Priests in the middle without any fear. With trumpets in hand, around and around, 6 times just today, still the walls are not down. Yes, after the 7th time, there's to be a loud shout. And the walls will fall down flat.
Battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. Up to the walls of Jericho, they marched with trumpet in hand, and Joshua commanded the people to shout.
The moral of this story is obey. Be strong and persevere. And above all else, if you run into a little opposition, don't give up.
Battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls came
We like to do all kinds of music, and now we feature a mixed quartet. They are Miss Francie Miller, a junior voice major from Corning, Iowa, Miss Stephanie Schaefer, a senior voice major from Marshfield, Missouri, Mr. Mark Pettit, a senior voice major from Neosho, Missouri, and Mr. Kip Matthew, a junior voice major from Winfield, Kansas. Here is Java Jive.
I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the jiving and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Boy, I love Java, sweet and hot. Oops, Mr. Motto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup.
So slip me a slug and a wonderful mug, and I'll be snug as a bug in a rug. A slice of onion and a raw one.
Draw one.
Waiter, waiter, percolator, I love coffee, I love tea.
I love a Java Jive and it loves me.
Coffee and tea and the jiving and me.
A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Boy,
Austin beef.
soybeans,
Said a itty bitty little green bee.
cabbage and green.
You know that I'm not king without
bottle bean, unless it is a cherry coffee bean.
I love Java, sweet and hot.
Whoops, Mr. Tomato, I'm a coffee pot.
Yeah.
Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup of that damn matzo.
Ooh, shoot me a slug from that wonderful mug, and I'll cut a rug that's snug in a jug. Drop your nickel in my pot, Joe. Taking it slow. Waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee and tea. I love the jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the jiving and me. A cup, boy.
Kip, Francie, Stephanie, and Mark. And now, here is Mr. Dwayne Lawson, a junior transfer student from Winfield, Kansas. Mr. Darren Parker, a senior. Mr. Mark Pettit, a senior. And all at once the mind went. And Mr. Kip Matthews, a junior from Winfield, Kansas. Here's My Old Man.
My old man is a sailor, hey, what do you think about that? He wears a sailor's collar, he wears a sailor's hat, he wears a sailor's raincoat, he wears a sailor's shoes. Every Saturday evening he reads the sailor's news. And someday, if I can, I'm gonna be a sailor, the same as my old man.
Well, my old man's an anthropologist. Hey, what do you think about that? He wears an anthropologist, collar with an anthropologist, and he wears an anthropologist raincoat, he wears anthropologist shoes. Every Saturday evening he reads anthropologist news. And someday, if I can, I'm gonna be an anthropologist, the same as my old man.
Well, my old man's a refrigerator repairman. What do you think about that? He wears a refrigerator repairman's collar, he wears a refrigerator repairman's hat, he wears a refrigerator repairman's raincoat, he wears a refrigerator repairman's shoes. Every Saturday evening he reads Penthouse magazine. And someday, if I can, I'm gonna be a refrigerator repairman, the same as my old man. Well, my old man's a cotton-picking, finger-licking chicken plucker. Oh, what? What do you think about that?
Good luck on this one.
He wears a cotton-picking, finger-licking chicken plugger's collar, wears cotton-picking, finger-licking chicken plugger's hat, he wears cotton-picking, finger-licking chicken plugger's raincoat, wears cotton-picking, finger-licking chicken plugger's shoes. Every Saturday evening, reads cotton-picking, finger-licking chicken plugger's news. And someday, if I can, I'm gonna be a cotton-picking, finger-licking chicken plucker. The same as my old man. Hey! The same as my old. Sailor, anthropologist, refrigerator repairman, cotton-picking, finger-licking chicken plucking man. My old, ever-loving, cotton-picking,
Darren, Kip, Dwayne, and Mark. Okay, gentlemen, sit back and enjoy. Because here are the women of Northwest Celebration. Dr. Culbertson, this one's dedicated to you. Here are the women.
And yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the street the traffic starts jumping. we got news for you. And leave your umbrellas at home. Humidity's rising, runners getting low. According to all sources, the streets are place to go. But tonight, for the first time, just about half past 10. For the first time in history, it's gonna start raining men. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna let myself get absolutely soaking wet. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Every sentiment. Oh, Lord, darken me. Rock and pop and strong and deep. God bless Mother Nature. Jesus be a woman too. Take us from the heavens. She did what she had to do. She must have an angel. She rearranged the sky so that each and every woman to find a perfect guy. It's raining men, yeah. From here to kingdom come, I can play the numbers, pay my bills, and still have some. I got $20 gold pieces. There ain't nothing I can't do. I can make a dress out of a feed bag, and I can make a man out of you. W-O-M-A-N. I'll pay it again. I'm a woman. W-O-M-A-N. I'll pay it again. I'm a woman.
The women of Northwest Celebration. And now for all of you younger people in the audience, or all of you that have younger minds, here is Walt Disney's from a wonderful musical movie, Beauty and the Beast. Here is Be Our Guest.
Mon cher mademoiselle, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you tonight. And now we invite you to relax. Let us pull up a chair as the dining room proudly presents your dinner.
Put our service to the test. I am knocking around to make sure he and me. Just to show how on earth why we all live in this earth. Try the bread of each tradition. Don't believe me, I'm delicious. We can sing, we can dance. After all, it's in the class. The dinner here is never second best. Go on and hold on, man. You take a glass and then you'll be our guest. We are guests, we are guests. Big that good, keep to play. I am putting on some game. We'll prepare and serve a flair. Call a belly, have a rest. You're alone and you're scared. Not the banquet of the bear. Go and soon be on the flame. On the fabulous entertaining. We shall know how you sing. With my fellow candlestick. Who's this all and perfect thing that you can bear. Go on and lift your glass. You want your own free glass to be our guest. Pick up breath. It's fine dining we suggest. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest.
It's a guest, it's a guest. been hoarding things, Lord. I've had the napkins freshly pressed with dessert to one tea. And mind you, that's fine with me. While the cups do themselves chewing, I'll be bubbling, I'll be brewing. I'll get water, I'll be hot, I'll get a steak. Is that a lot of love? Clean it up. Fill the company impressed. We got a lot to do. Is it one lump or two? For you are good. She's our guest. She's our guest. She's our guest. Listen, you can speak like anybody here. And we're upset. With your nails, with your rings, with your rings. While the candlelight still glowing, let us help you. We'll keep going. Cross by one, you shout up and down, and we'll bring you up as you digest. Tonight you'll clap your feet up, but for now let's eat up. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Please be our
We now would like to sing the ballad that was written for us to premiere this year. Ladies and gentlemen, again written by Miss Terry McFeeters, who has at this point now over 75 songs published and was in the first group that we had 13 years ago. She was a professional singer and is now a very competent composer and teacher. Here is Change of Heart.
Change of the wind.
And now we feature another wonderful men's quartet. Here they are. They call themselves the Heavenly Bodies.
I can't understand the feeling I get when you roll those pretty eyes that way. Well, I thank my lucky stars I get to see like what you see. Heavenly, heavenly, poor, poor heart, nowhere to go. You look at me and that's all I know. I got my head in the clouds at the thought of you loving me, loving me. Whoa, take a walk with the angels, watch them go by, yeah. Any heavenly body would fall for a devil like you. Making a new day, doing all right when the music's playing and you're holding me tight. I don't need anything but you. You make me feel free. Yo, under the power of your persuasive charms, I got everything I need when you're in my arms. I don't want nobody's body but you to be loving me, loving me. Whoa, take a walk with the angels, watch them go by, yeah. Any heavenly body would fall for a devil like you. No need to run, no need to roam. Move it over, mama, 'cause I found me a home. You got what it takes to make my life as sweet as can be. Can't you see? Oh, can't get enough of the way you keep loving me. Heavenly body would fall for a devil like you.
Darren, Lynn, Mark, and Brian. The Heavenly Bodies, Darren Parker, Lynn McClure, Mark Pettit, and Brian Beloff. Okay, girls, here's what you've been waiting for. Here are the men of Northwest Celebration and their medley written by Mrs. Jan Ward. Here are the Country Gentlemen.
Don't tell my heart, I hate to break it all. I just don't
that comes from the heart. Play something with lots of feeling. That's where music has to start. Oh, baby, don't have to like grandpa, grandpa used to say. Well, I'm going on down the river to get the night away.
Before our last two songs, I want to thank a few people, if you will permit me. First, two young men that have spent hundreds of hours making tonight possible. The young man that designed the whole light show and made it happen is Mr. Bob Brodeur, and he is back there. The young man that created the sound and made all of it happen, the sound man here at Mary Lynn, Mr. Brian Norlinger. The person that was in charge of organizing everything from tickets to decorations to making everything happen tonight, selecting judges, and I thank her for her many, many hours of work, junior voice major from Corning, Iowa, Miss Francie Miller. I would like to thank Brian and Bob's crews, the light people, the sound people, because there are over 20 people who have given their time tonight to work sound and lights. I thank them, and I thank the 11 ushers that helped. Would you thank them for me, please? This year, as you've noticed, we have the 3 cameras around the room, and the celebration show will be shown on Monday evening and Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. and 8 p.m., and you'll understand why in a second. The entire show, the 90-minute show, will start at 8 o'clock, and that's been directed by Peg Hines and her crew, and I appreciate them. But this year, for the first time, a young man by the name of Chris Gay came in the fall and said, "Doc, could I do a documentary?" Sorry, on this group. And he did an hour documentary that is fantastic. When I saw it, it was a 6 Kleenex documentary. So this young man has shot hundreds and hundreds of foot of film, from the auditions to auditions, of solos to choreography to feelings of the group, of what a family means. And it will be shown at 7 each night on the television station, and then the 90-minute show will go from 8 to 9:30. And that is on KNWT here on our own university station, and I thank all of them. But let's really thank the people who make this happen. First, would you thank for me, please, my sound man, a freshman from Princeton, Missouri, Mr. Aaron Franklin. A freshman from Neosho, Missouri, Mr. Brian Sparks. A junior from Winfield, Kansas, Mr. Dwayne Lawson. And back on the board, our head sound man from Tarkio, Missouri, Mr. Chance Irvin, right back there. Every one of these people are equal, and now the band we could never live without. Ladies and gentlemen, right over here, first on piano, we have a junior elementary education major from Corning, Iowa, Miss Linda Phillips. Our drummer, a sophomore business major from Des Moines, Iowa, Mr. Kevin Murray. On synth, the freshman from Curtis, Nebraska, Mr. David Cole. And on bass, our band director from Clarinda, Iowa, Miss Lisa Lawrence. Celebration is a family, and we hope you're a part of this family. If you're a high school student or a Northwest student and you want to become involved in this group, please audition next year. We have so many excellent vocal and instrumental groups, and we want you in those groups. Now we would like to end with two numbers that Greg Gilpin wrote for us to premiere. Greg now, as you know, has written over 75 songs. He has his own CD out, and he is the opening act for Ray Boltz, the famous gospel singer. He wrote these two songs for us to end our concert with. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Rock a Lot and Take the Music With You, the Northwest Celebration.
Take those old records back, I gotta listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. Now like that old time rock and roll. Keep on rockin' me, baby. Keep on rockin' me, baby. Keep on rockin' me, baby. Keep on rockin' me, rockin' me, rockin' me, baby, baby, baby. Keep on rockin' me, baby. Keep on rockin' me, baby. Keep on rockin' me, baby.
Don't leave it behind, we're gonna sit up and ride.
did we say goodbye to all the cold, the snowfall that we so loved? We couldn't wait for more. And then we longed for warm weather, but it never seemed to come. It's not hard to say goodbye to piles of snow.
We've been everywhere, man, we've been everywhere. Across the desert there, man, we've been everywhere. We've been mountain air, man, we've been everywhere. We've been to Oklahoma City,
Flower Mound, Amarillo, Tucumcari, Phoenix, San Diego, Hollywood, San Bernardino.
Moose Valley, Barstow, Las Vegas, Green River.
we've been everywhere. Now. Goodbye, with stormy place, time to go. Farewell, we have to end our show. We hate to go away and leave you, but you've got nothing to fear.
We'll be back again here next year.
It's time to end all the fun we've had and study for finals now.
Show us how.
Goodbye, you grandparents. Goodbye, you sentiments. Goodbye, we're glad you were there.
We've been singing all night long, we've been singing.
And we're sure you're all glad that we're through.
Even though we all want to stay longer, not. That's all we got, there's nothing left to do. These groups are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. Our show is done, and now we're gonna walk right out on you.
Are you ready, celebration? Well, start walking.
We'll always love you. Even when the stage is empty and the lights are down, all of us hate to leave, but face it, it's over. 1, 2, 3. Come on and kiss us goodbye.